Okay, so let's move on to another method of gathering information from our target host. So we saw that we were running a MySQL database as part of the scan. Actually, I can just see that easier. Go back to services. Just thinking about it. All right, so now the services that are closed are showing up. So again, I will try my command line option. I can say services-u, that just shows me the ones that are up. And MySQL, here we go. And it automatically came back and did the banner grab and showed me my version number. But I could also try to get this in different ways. For instance, I could do a search for MySQL, see what's available. Something simple like the version number. Here we go. Auxiliary scanner, MySQL version. Sorry, mouse is misbehaving a little bit there. There we go. I already have this information. I'm just proving the point that it actually does work as a standalone tool. My rhost value is set, and I can just run exploit. All right, good. It matches up. 5051A. I've got other things too. There's an excellent exploit for MySQL payload. There's lots of other things to think about here. Generic queries, so trying to do some kind of arbitrary query on a system trying to log into the MySQL instance. If you can gather credentials for that, that would be a good find. So we do have other options to consider for things like databases. So we know we also have a Postgres database on this system. So I can do a search for Postgres. So I want to gather some more information about that database. Should give me a bunch of things to consider. All right, so I've got some administrative modules here. Also have some scanners. So I can start with something simple. Start with something simple like the version. Even though I have this information, I'm just proving that you can get it in other ways. So back out of that. And I want to use Postgres version. Now, I already know what the password is, so I could set that here. And I think I will. So set password, Postgres. Now I can run the exploit and see what it gives me. So I get a really nice detailed bit of information about this particular database. What else can I do? Let's see if I can do a hash dump. Now it's only going to probably give me well, not probably. It will give me the hashes of passwords that I'm allowed to see with my privilege level. So let's see what that gets us. Show my options again. Always get in the habit of doing this so you don't leave something out. All right, again, I can see that I want to set my password. This is the danger of having default configurations. If this system could be running for years like this without anybody knowing that this default password is a big vulnerability. All right, so now I've been able to get the hash for the Postgres user. What else can I get since I have credentials? Schema dump, that looks interesting. We'll see if that works. If I know what the schema looks like, now I can certainly have more opportunities for interacting with that database, changing it, or doing other things which may be, to the advantage of the pen tester. All right, again, I have to set my password. Everything else looks to be correct. So I'll run the exploit. All right, so it did give me a schema, but it looks like the database is just very simple, maybe one table or something very basic. If it was more complicated, then I would see more tables being shown. But at least you get some idea of what's possible here.